Question up on our Facebook page this morning. He got the invite. Egor Demin, one of 13 to receive an NBA draft green room invite. Maybe they'll add to that list, but it's 13 as of now. Who saw that coming? Travis Hansen. Told us he was going to go somewhere between 7 and 12, which is very specific. He wasn't just throwing around numbers out there. 10 or 15.
I believe they've gotten some intel from Portland, which I think drafts 11th. I think that's right. So I think that's out there. And there's been all sorts of favorable responses for the young man. I think it's awesome, yeah. I really felt like he would flourish. I can remember years ago Keith Van Horn telling me, hey, you want to see how I can really play? I said, what are you talking about? He said, we got to play in this system here. We got to do these things, blah, blah, blah. And he's a taskmaster. He said, come down to Westminster in the summers. Come down and watch me play there.
So you did?
Yeah.
And?
Yeah. He's going nuts.
Yeah.
And, he ends up being the second pick behind Tim Duncan, right? And I remember that conversation. He said, don't just judge me by what you see here. And I think when you get in those workouts, they're sort of like a 7-on-7 in the sense that they're not real NBA basketball. And that he was going to work on it and that he was going to show much better. The tentativeness that we may have seen during the season was going to be out the window. And from that perspective, the word I had got is he's going to show real well. And he did. And now they're talking about Travis saying 7 to 12. And Travis is the guy's advisor. He's going to be back in New York here in a couple of weeks. 2 weeks from today is the draft, first round. And so they feel real confident. I think we talk a lot about potential and ceiling and all this. I think this kid's just sky high. Because he's already got stuff that just jump out at you.
6'9", passes the ball really well, sees the floor.
Vision, you see over guys.
Super long, all that stuff. Yeah, double team him with a couple of 6'4" guys. He doesn't care. He's right over the top.
Gnats in his face.
Exactly.
Get away from me. And so he's going to get stronger, all those types of things.
Everybody's missing something, but he's missing something that maybe he can develop. The 6'4" guy isn't going to turn into 6'9" guy. But the 6'9" guy might become a good perimeter shooter.
Well, you just have to be a threat of an effective shooter.
Exactly. Yeah. If they leave you, someone's got to rotate to you, or they got to come back to you.
Right.
It can't be the old Ricky Rubio or Ronnie Brewer, a couple of Jazz guys who they would leave and then pretty much just not come back to. Like, we'll take our chances with you. Probably Kirilenko for a while.
The Jazz were always really good when Rubio was hot.
Yeah. Yes. If he had it going, because the whole plan was we can't worry about him.
Yeah.
We got to stop these other guys, and we're going to use his defender.
Right. Because he did everything else. He knew how to run an offense, obviously. And I think that Egor will do that, and we'll see the level of effectiveness he can be. His shot doesn't look broken at all. It looks like with just repetition, confidence, and the right type of shot. I don't think, he's going to go cross over somebody and shoot a three. It's just the ball gets swung to him maybe off an offensive rebound, and he's wide open. That's the type of shot that I think he can have success with. So I'm really excited for him and his development. Now, I think that for BYU, it's sort of a little bit of a mixed blessing in that, okay, you're going to have this high pick. Well, why didn't he show that as much in college? That's why I think it's super important for DeBonsa to hit the ground running and have a Cooper Flagg-like season. The Flagg had some screw-ups early. I remember watching one game down at the end, and he tried to do a little swing move, and he lost control of the ball, and the Duke lost the game. I think it was against Arizona maybe. So, you can have that. But I think that, okay, you've developed NBA guys, but I think, too, you need to develop them also while they're here in Provo. You can't go higher than number one, obviously, but maybe if Egor had a better season, he might go higher than whatever he goes. We're anticipating DeBonsa or the kid that's going to Kansas, being the number one pick in the 26th draft. And so in order for that to happen, it's important because you could argue that Demin stock fell at BYU. It didn't increase. It only increased until when he got to the off-season workouts. So I think for BYU, they need to have AJ keep that lofty status the whole time. That's the best situation for Kevin Young and his ability to develop NBA players.
DJ PK, it's 97.5 The Zone. When we come back, more suggestions for Jazz moves. We will get to that next. Stay with us.